My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, I wanted to share with you one important topic through, of course, the daily life of a Muslim. We come to realize sometimes a very important issue, that is the value and the importance of a Muslim. What is the importance of a Muslim? How a Muslim is important in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in one narration says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not bring the day of judgment or the end of the world as long as there will be one person in his heart the microscopic weight of Iman, and he says, Allah, Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not bring the end of judgment. Why? Because this person is more important than the entire world. In one narration also, it is reported that Rasulullah ﷺ said that the vanishing of the entire world is less important than the vanishing of a Muslim. One of the, or many of the companions, when they were making tawaf, looking at the Kaaba, شرفها Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said to the Kaaba, ما أشرفك ما أعظمك ولكن شرف المسلم أعز منك. You are so great, so honorable, but the honor of a Muslim is more important than you. So can we just meditate and imagine about this? And a Muslim is bound to respect a Muslim, his fellow Muslim. And the reason, see, why do we have to respect a Muslim? Because first, it is because of the value of the Muslim and with respect to the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says in the Quran, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. The believers are brothers. Brothers. So we respect our fellow Muslims because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to do so. Second, scholars say that respecting our Muslim brothers is a way to safeguard our actions, our deeds. If I want to safeguard my a'mal, my deeds, my hasanat, if I want to keep them, I have to respect Muslims. And the example that is given as the person who does not respect the Muslims or does not give the rights of the Muslims is like when a person going to the market with a bag that is punctured. So whatever this person would put in the bag would go away. Why? So the examples are multiple. We have multiple examples about this. And on the day of judgment, Rasulullah ﷺ says that the meaning of the hadith, that if a person said this person would go bankrupt, he asked the companions, do you know who is the bankrupt person? أتدرون من المفلس? Do you know who is this person who would have gone bankruptcy? They said, he's the one who does not have no money. He said, no, this is not the case. The bankrupt person is the one that would come on the day of judgment with hasanat, huge hasanat. However, he had not given or taken the right of person. He had maybe spoken about another person, made backbiting. And on the day of judgment, everyone that would have a right on this person would come forward and ask for compensation. So Rasulullah ﷺ says in this hadith that Allah Ta'ala will take from his hasanat, from what he had, and give to those persons who have right on him or her. So when the hasanat will finish, then it will be taken from their sayyi'at. So I don't have to pay, so I don't have no hasanat. So okay, this person will come, okay, give him your bad deeds, sayyi'at. And he will be given the sayyi'at, the bad deeds of others, and he will go bankrupt and will go to Jahannam wal-'iyadu billahi ta'ala. That is why the scholar said, to respect a Muslim is to safeguard your hasanat. To give the right of a Muslim is to safeguard your hasanat. To keep your hasanat. One of the I think maybe Imam Abu Hanifa or Shafi'i said, if I were to give hasanat to others, I will be giving hasanat to my mother. I would say about her, she did not care about me. She did not bring me up very well. So in that case, hasanat will be taken from me and given to my mom. So when I make backbiting about Muslim, so I will be giving him my hasanat. So this is why it is important to realize how a Muslim is important. How a Muslim is important. So giving the rights of a Muslim or Muslims is very important. What about killing Muslims? What about killing Muslims? Now, the blood of a Muslim is very cheap. And Muslims are killed by Muslims. This is the greatest musibah that may happen to Muslims. Muslims kill Muslims. They don't realize how much a Muslim is important. That is why I wanted from this khutbah, because there is another issue that I will talk about maybe in the second part of the khutbah, is that when we do not realize the importance of a Muslim in our daily life, in our transactions, daily transactions, in our behavior, when we do not realize the importance of a Muslim, we come to have a lack of respect to Muslims. Rasulullah ﷺ said, smiling in the face of your brother is sadaqah. Smiling. Nowadays, unfortunately, say Assalamu alaikum. The person, who, even if this Muslim answers to you, first he will think, but why this person is saying salam to me? Does he know me? Start to scratch his head and say, wow, saying salam? Why? Why is he saying salam to me? And then if he answers, wa alaikum salam, now he said, now this person will send to you, will make your day miserable. Because he did not answer to you salam as he should have. Say, salam alaikum, alaikum salam. Rasulullah said, should I inform you, should I show you about something, if you do it, you will have love between you? Say salam to each other. Say salam to each other. Assalamu alaikum. Say salamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Saying salam is not obligatory. Answering salam is. If a person says salam alaikum, you are obliged to say wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. And in Islam, as we all know, the basis of everything is the intention. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. The intention. So if you say Assalamu alaikum with the intention to bring love, happiness, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring happiness, will bring love, and will give hasanat to the person who said Assalamu alaikum, who starts to work to bring love between Muslims. But question, why Muslims, unfortunately, reach the point where they do not consider the importance of a Muslim? If we were to analyze and say, okay, why? Everything is related to Iman. Everything is related to Iman. Our Iman is weak, then our relationship is strong. Our Iman is weak, our Iman is strong, our relationship is strong. Our Iman is weak. This is a bad situation. Then a person will not recognize the value of a Muslim. The value of a Muslim. It is reported that the Sahaba, the companions, in one of the battles, I think they were fighting Persians. And one of the causes of the defeat of the Persians, they said they flew away. Why? Because one of the Muslims lost his cup. They were crossing a river, and he said, I lost my cup, I lost my cup. The entire army went to look for his cup. They said, if this person lost his cup and the entire army went for him, then what about hurting this person? They were so close to each other. They were loving each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They may have had differences, but the Iman they had made them together. Made them get together and having great Iman and great brotherhood. Even when Khalid ibn Walid radiallahu anhu, Umar al-Khattab sent Bilal radiallahu anhu to tell Khalid ibn Walid that he is not anymore the commander of the army. He went to him and he said, my brother, he took out his scarf and brought him down. He said, the Amir has put them down and you are my brother. And that's it. He said, I am of the soldiers. I consider myself one of the soldiers. I don't have any really desire or to seek to be the commander of the army. So this is one, by the way, this is one of the conditions for the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to be back again on the top of civilization. One of the conditions to have brotherhood, strong brotherhood between Muslims. When the Muslims reach a point where they realize that Muslims are important and they respect each other and they help each other, then at that time, the nation of Islam will be strong. I will finish this part of the khutbah telling the example of the Medina. In Medina Munawwara, at the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a merchant would have different prices for different people. A normal person would purchase a thing with a normal price. And they knew the conditions of every family that they were living or was living there. If a person is poor, then the price will be reduced. If the family does not have anything, then this merchant will say, "Where is your house? I will bring you everything to your house." He will not take money from that person. Why? Because this is a nation that reached a point where they knew, they respected each other, they knew the value of a Muslim. I went recently to Umrah, and I was noticing, of course, each time I used to go, I noticed. However, there are things that may be bad things and good things. You may know that one of the thermometer, if you want to take the temperature of the Ummah, you will go to Hajj or Umrah. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that from every corner of the world, from every far village, people will come to that place. And when people from all over the world gather in that place with different cultures, different mentalities, but Muslims, then you will ask question, how these people will live together? And throughout the different times I went there, I noticed, for example, that one important problem is ignorance. Ignorance of Muslims. But the question that is to be asked, were there progress, or was there any progress toward this? So when I went, I realized and I noticed that there were some progresses. Organization, behavior of Muslims. However, the thing that made me talk about this today is that all of you know that when it comes to this, the black stone in the Kaaba, how Muslims behave. And when it comes to reach the wall of the Kaaba, how Muslims behave. And one curse is selfishness. You would see Muslims going over other Muslims to reach the black stone, to kiss the black stone. And the question is, what is more important? Is the black stone kissing the black stone or respecting Muslims? What is more important? What is more important? It is rubbing the wall of the Kaaba or the Muslim. People go over the bodies of Muslims to go to reach the Kaaba and say, "Oh Allah, oh Allah." How come? What did you understand from Islam? Is this important, or the respect of Muslim is important? Respect of Muslim is more important than rubbing the wall of the Kaaba. Respect of Muslim is more important than kissing the black stone. So a person will go there and will get many sayyi'at, many sins. He will sin, he or she will sin because of wanting to kiss the black stone when he would have hurt Muslims. And of course, depending on the strength and the muscles of a person, you would say, okay, people will go and make their way out to go to the black stone and kiss, and very happy. Oh, they are happy. They kiss the black stone, but at what price? At what price? Hurting Muslims. Hurting Muslims, you know that what? Kissing the black stone is sunnah. And the scholars say you can just from far away say, Allahu Akbar, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, like this without going to that. I met one person, he said, before coming, I realized one thing, that of course it is preferable, it is recommended to kiss the black stone, but when you cannot, if you were to make sins, then it's better not, from far away. So this is what the scholars say, fiqh. You know fiqh, Arabic word fiqh, faqih, fiqh, deep understanding of Islam, deep understanding. We want to get barakah, but we make sins. What have we got? What is the result we obtain when we do this? And even the scholars, some scholars say, and many scholars say that the barakah, what is the barakah? Is it rubbing the Kaaba barakah? Allah Ta'ala says that the barakah is rubbing the Kaaba. Barakah is in the amal. You understand that you come here to obey the commands of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and you go, you make tawaf because you obey the orders of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, but you do not hurt Muslims. Because these are also the orders of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. But going over bodies of Muslims, like jumping, you see, making their way in and making their way out. How they make their way out? So they go over the mass that is there. Is it Islam? Did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said about this? He taught us, teach us about this, saying go over. When you can, it is okay. If you cannot, you should not, you must not hurt Muslims. It is a red line. We should understand that it is a red line. We say, okay, oh, Muslims are important. What about this? We are near the black stone. We are near it, but we cannot reach it. What is more important? Having intention, oh Allah, I would have loved to go to Mecca, like your beloved Prophet ﷺ did, but I cannot because Muslims. Allah Ta'ala will give us a reward. After all, what are we seeking? Aren't we seeking a reward from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala? This is what we seek. Should we go and make our effort to get this reward? Because of the niyyah, the intention, we get reward. As the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said when he was going back from the battle, he said, in Medina, there are people that whenever you cross a river or go down a valley or up, they are with us in Ajr. They were stopped by sickness, by something. So if we are stopped by something, then we get the reward. At the basis is the intention. So my dear brothers and sisters, it is important to realize that we as Muslims, and this nation is great. If you, even now in this gathering, if you go to Eid prayer, after Eid prayer, you know, when Muslims finish Eid prayer and go out, you will see these people from all over the world. This is the nation of Rasulullah ﷺ. Rasulullah ﷺ would be very happy, and he said, go out on Eid day to see from every corner of the world Muslims coming. And we should realize the importance of Muslims. These Muslims that they come from all over the world, Islam was brought to them by people who made effort to show the importance of Islam. So let us not make people go away from Islam because of our behavior.